After a significant journey through the world of television, a desire to return to the classroom became strong for HOSS. The role in Bonanza offered many opportunities, yet HOSS felt a pull towards the simpler and more fulfilling life of teaching high school. In his heart, he remembered the joy of sharing knowledge, shaping young minds, and the satisfaction that came from watching students grow and succeed. The pressures of being a television star, with long hours and constant public scrutiny, started to weigh heavily on him. He longed for the connections he had with students, where every day brought new laughter and learning instead of the scripted exchanges of a TV show. The thought of being back among eager learners, where his influence could be felt in a meaningful way, became increasingly appealing. Ultimately, HOSS sought fulfillment and purpose beyond the screen. Teaching represented a chance to make a lasting impact, a heartfelt desire that television fame could not satisfy. The decision to leave Bonanza reflected a deep yearning for what really mattered to him. The characters on the show created a special bond with viewers, making Bonanza a beloved series during its run. Lorne Greene portrayed Ben Cartwright, the wise and strong patriarch of the Cartwright family. His commanding presence brought a sense of authority and warmth, allowing audiences to feel a deep connection with his character. Pernell Roberts played Adam Cartwright, the eldest son who often struggled between tradition and his desires. His intellectual depth and thoughtful nature resonated with many fans. Dan Blocker, as Hoss Cartwright, charmed viewers with his gentle giant persona. His loyalty and kindness showcased a softer side of masculinity, endearing him to children and adults alike. Michael Landon rounded out the family as Little Joe, the spirited, adventurous son. His youthful energy and charm made him a favorite among fans, drawing them into his escapades every Sunday night. The synergy among these actors brought the stories to life, captivating audiences and providing a thrilling weekly escape that they eagerly anticipated.
How are things in town? Ugly. Boss said you sent the posse up toward Peavine.
Lorne Greene played the iconic character Ben Cartwright in the famous television series Bonanza. His portrayal of this fatherly figure was deeply influenced by his own life experiences, particularly his memories of his father. Greene often reflected on the complexities of living up to his father's legacy. While he admired his father greatly, he sometimes struggled with whether he could duplicate his traits in real life, especially in his acting career. One significant moment from his youth stands out in his recollections. He had cut class one day, thinking it would go unnoticed. However, when he returned home, his father confronted him about his decision. This encounter left a lasting impression on Greene. It was a moment of reckoning that helped him realize the importance of integrity and responsibility. This experience shaped his character moving forward, leading him to be a reformed individual who sought to embody the principles his father held dear. Through his role as Ben Cartwright, Greene not only portrayed a strong leader, but also expressed the values instilled in him from a young age.
Suspicion could rot a man's mind. You really believe that, huh?
All right.
The love between the Cartwrights was a central theme that resonated deeply with audiences during the run of Bonanza. Viewers were drawn to the strength of the father-son relationships, which served as the backbone of the show. This dynamic created a sense of family that audiences could relate to, making Bonanza a hit in the television landscape of the 1950s and beyond. The affection shared among the Cartwright men was reflective of the values of the time, emphasizing loyalty, support, and love within a family. Among the key characters was Dan Blocker, who played the beloved role of Hoss Cartwright. Blocker will always be remembered for his portrayal of Hoss, a character that combined both warmth and humor, endearing himself to viewers. He and the characters shared many similarities, most notably their gentle giant persona. Dan Blocker's impressive size and relatable appearance made him uniquely suited for the role. His ability to convey kindness, strength, and a sense of humor resonated with fans, solidifying Hoss's place in television history. The heartfelt performances and familial bonds within Bonanza greatly contributed to the show's lasting popularity, showcasing the importance of kinship and the enduring qualities of love between family members.
You can't refuse. It's your duty to take that badge.
Blocker understood that he was not the traditional handsome leading man. This awareness played a significant role in how he approached his character, Hoss Cartwright, on the popular television series Bonanza. Embracing this aspect of his personality, Blocker felt secure in his appearance on screen. Instead of trying to fit into an idealized version of heroism, he represented the everyman, someone relatable to the audience. HOSS was a gentle giant who embodied strength, kindness, and loyalty, traits that resonated deeply with viewers. Blocker's portrayal of HOSS allowed him to connect with fans in a way that transformed him into a beloved figure. He showcased that a character could be endearing and charismatic without conforming to conventional standards of beauty. By exuding confidence and charm, Blocker not only found his niche within the show, but also blossomed into stardom, demonstrating that authenticity often shines brighter than superficial appearances. Through HOSS, he created a lasting impact that remains celebrated to this day. Blocker had a unique perspective on his appearance, often comparing himself to Porky Pig. He was affectionately referred to as Cuddly, a nickname that suited his warm personality. Despite his imposing size, which could intimidate some, he was truly good-hearted and approachable, showing kindness to those around him. His physical build was more fitting for comfort than speed, which resonated with his gentle nature. Working on the set of Bonanza 5 days a week, Blocker and his co-stars faced the challenge of maintaining a grueling work schedule. This left little time for personal breaks or other professional pursuits in Hollywood. The demands of the show took up most of Blocker's time, making it difficult for him to take on additional projects. The commitment to Bonanza not only showcased his talent, but also limited his opportunities outside the series. Despite this, he remained devoted to his role and the show, which became a significant part of his life and legacy. The camaraderie with the cast and crew created lasting relationships, bringing joy amidst the challenges of their busy filming schedule.
I was in the shadows. And then...
Unlike his colleague Michael Landon, who maintained a disciplined workout routine during the filming of Bonanza, Blocker preferred a more laid-back approach. He referred to himself as a lazy cowboy, believing that acting in the series provided him with enough physical activity. His days were filled with the demands of shooting, riding horses, and performing various stunts, which he felt kept him fit enough for the role. In addition to his life in front of the camera, Blocker had a noteworthy military background. He was drafted into the U.S. Army during the Korean War, where he began his service with basic training in Louisiana. Following this, he was deployed to Korea, where his strength, talents, and education positioned him well for various roles. These experiences not only shaped his character, but also showcased his readiness for different professions, including the possibility of teaching. His life was marked by a blend of performance and service, illustrating a unique journey that went beyond the traditional Hollywood image.
Down here?
Not where Silver is concerned. It would seem...
Starting as a 6th grade and high school English and drama teacher in Sonora, Texas, Blocker dedicated his early career to education. His passion for teaching shaped his approach to acting, emphasizing the importance of storytelling and character development. Blocker continued his teaching journey in California, where he balanced his role as an educator with the pursuit of acting. During this time, he took on various acting roles, gaining invaluable experience that honed his craft and prepared him for more prominent opportunities. His commitment to both teaching and acting demonstrated his versatility and dedication. Ultimately, this foundation led him to his big break on the iconic television series Bonanza. The show, which premiered in 1959, became a significant milestone in his career, allowing him to showcase his talents on a larger scale. Blocker's transition from teaching to acting exemplified his belief in lifelong learning and the importance of following one's passions. Through his journey, he empowered both his students and audiences, leaving a lasting impact.
Young fella, I come from Virginia, which as you can know...
Before joining the cast of Bonanza, Dan Blocker made a name for himself by appearing in several popular shows. He had roles in programs like The Three Stooges, The Restless Gun, Gunsmoke, and Colt 45. These earlier roles helped him gain valuable experience and build his career in the entertainment industry. When Bonanza started, it quickly became a beloved series among viewers. Blocker played the character HOSS Cartwright, who was known for his kind heart and big size. Although fame from Bonanza brought him many opportunities, it also came with challenges. Blocker mentioned that the show brought both good and bad things into his life. One of the downsides was the loss of privacy. With the success of the show, he found it tough to enjoy simple activities with his family. Fans of Bonanza often recognized him wherever he went, which overwhelmed him at times. The need for privacy became a significant issue, turning everyday moments into experiences filled with fans seeking autographs or wanting to share their admiration for the show. Fame can be a double-edged sword, and for Blocker, it certainly changed how he navigated his personal life.
Mr. Cartwright, he ain't come up yet today. He's probably still down at the house.
As Dan Blocker gained fame for his role as Hoss on Bonanza, he faced significant challenges related to his privacy. The character Hoss became a beloved figure, but this popularity meant that Blocker struggled to maintain a personal life away from the spotlight. The overwhelming recognition he received made it hard for him to return to his prior profession as a teacher. When he attempted to go back to education, his principal told him that he would always be seen as Hoss, preventing him from escaping the role that defined him. This comment reflected how deeply his character impacted both the audience and his own identity. Blocker, who brought joy to many with his portrayal, found that the fame was both a blessing and a burden. His untimely death was not just a loss to his family and friends, but also to the fans who cherished his work on Bonanza. He left behind a legacy of warmth and a reminder of the challenges that come with public acclaim. The struggles he faced highlight the often complex relationship between entertainers and their fame, and how it can intrude on personal lives in unexpected ways.
I'm sure of it. How do you know they're going to take us in?
In the world of television, many actors find themselves caught in the whirlwind of fame. But for Hoss, playing his role on Bonanza became more than just an acting job. He realized that while the show brought him recognition and adventures, it also came with its share of pressures. The long hours on set and the constant gaze of the public began to overshadow the excitement he once felt. Lieutenant Hoss cherished his days as a high school teacher, where the days were filled with laughter and learning. The simple joy of seeing a student grasp a difficult concept or succeed for the first time could not be matched by any scripted line or dramatic scene. The satisfaction of shaping young minds, guiding them through challenges, and celebrating their successes created a deep sense of fulfillment. Hoss yearned for the meaningful connections with his students that he felt were fading in the world of television. Ultimately, his heart led him back to teaching, a calling that offered him a chance to truly make a difference in the lives of others, and in doing so, Hoss found a sense of purpose far richer than any role could provide.
I'd go myself, but we're 2 men short as it is. We couldn't spare anybody till the sheriff gets back from Pyramid Lake.
Perspectives, personalities, and dreams, each adding their own dimension to the family dynamic that captivated audiences. Ben Cartwright, portrayed with a blend of strength and tenderness by Lorne Greene, served not only as a father figure, but also as a moral compass for both his sons and the community. This aspect of the show consistently resonated with viewers who appreciated the portrayal of familial bonds and the challenge of balancing personal ambition with collective responsibilities. At its core, Bonanza offered a classic Western narrative intertwined with dramatic elements that deepened the characterization of its leads. While many viewers cherished the idealism and morality that defined the Cartwrights, some critics pointed out a recurring theme: the peril that befell women in the series. The trope of women tragically meeting their ends, often as a plot device to enhance the emotional stakes for the male characters, became a topic of discussion. The show's tendency to have any woman involved with a Cartwright meet a tragic fate did lean heavily on formulaic storytelling. In contrast, modern television has evolved to explore more nuanced relationships, often using character development rather than death to reflect the complexities of love and connection. The portrayals of Adam, Hoss, and Little Joe, the sons, further exemplified different facets of masculinity and individual struggle. Adam, the eldest, represented intellect and introspection, often serving as the moral anchor among the brothers. Hoss, with his gentle nature and physical strength, appealed to audiences for his warmth and kindness, while Little Joe served as the youthful exuberance characterized by his impulsiveness and charm. The brothers not only navigated their relationships with women, but also confronted various social issues of the time, from justice and community conflicts to broader human experiences. Critics noted that at times, Bonanza struggled with pacing and storytelling coherence. Some episodes remained firmly planted in the realm of conventional Western tropes, such as showdowns and cattle rustling, leaving viewers feeling that certain narrative arcs were less engaging than others. However, many fans argued that these moments were balanced by the series' emotional depth and exploration of ethical dilemmas, showcasing a blend of adventure and drama that appealed to a wide audience. The setting of the Ponderosa itself emerged as a beloved character in its own right, serving as the backdrop for both grand adventures and intimate family moments. The breathtaking landscapes and rustic charm captured the audience's imagination, creating a picturesque vision of the American West that many aspired to. This visual aspect, combined with compelling storylines, attracted viewers week after week, allowing Bonanza to carve a lasting legacy in television history. Moreover, as the series progressed, it showcased evolving themes about race, justice, and personal growth, mirroring the changing social landscape of America during the era. While some may argue that its commentary remains somewhat surface level, others appreciate the attempt to reflect on these issues within the constraints of a 1960s television framework. The series indeed provided a valuable lens on complex societal themes, albeit through a Western lens. In conclusion, Bonanza remains a beloved classic that expertly weaves together themes of family, morality, and adventure. Though its treatment of women may raise valid critiques, the show's heart lies in its exploration of the Cartwright family unit and the values they upheld. It showcased the struggles and triumphs of its characters in a rapidly changing America, offering audiences hope, entertainment, and a reflection of the enduring American spirit. Whether one appreciates its storytelling or critiques, its formula as Bonanza undeniably holds a significant place in television history as a pioneering series in the Western genre.
Without Ben Cartwright's permission.
Well, I suppose you can't blame a man for looking out after his own interests.
As we wrap up another thrilling episode of Bonanza, the adventures of the Cartwright family may come to a close, but the stories of the actors behind those beloved characters are just beginning. What happened to Michael Landon, Dan Blocker, and the rest of this iconic cast once the cameras stopped rolling? Did they face the same fortunes as their characters, or did life take them on unexpected paths? Join us as we delve deeper into the lives of these talented individuals, uncovering captivating tales of triumph, challenge, and reinvention. From Landon's groundbreaking work behind the camera to Blocker's legacy that resonates today, each story offers a unique glimpse into how the world of entertainment shaped their futures. Prepare to be surprised as we explore the highs and lows of their journeys beyond the Ponderosa. The next chapter awaits. Stay with us as we reveal the untold stories of the stars from Bonanza.
All said the truth.
Now, we've been through this before.
I'm going to tell him the truth.
Mike Reagan portrayed Burkhart in the 1959 television series Bonanza, embodying a complex character driven by darker motives. Burkhart's storyline often saw him at odds with the Cartwright family, filled with tension and moral ambiguity. This role was pivotal for Reagan, showing his ability to navigate the complexities of a villainous character, leaving a mark on the iconic series. After Bonanza, Reagan's career saw a shift. He faced challenges in finding roles that matched the intensity of Burkhart. Personal hardships surfaced when he struggled with typecasting and a declining career. Reports of substance abuse began to circulate, overshadowing his earlier work and creating an image of a troubled actor. Off-screen, Reagan's life was marked by scandal as he was involved in a messy divorce that drew media attention, painting his personal life with a brush of drama and despair. The late years of Reagan's life became mysterious, with few public appearances. Rumors suggested he withdrew from the spotlight, battling both professional and personal demons. The last known reports of Reagan noted his reclusive nature, living away from Hollywood. He is often remembered for his impactful role in Bonanza, but also for the struggle that overshadowed his talents.
At this time.
What's wrong with you, boy? You want to sit here and twiddle your thumbs?
Lorne Greene became iconic as Ben Cartwright in the 1959 series Bonanza, portraying the wise patriarch with authority and depth. His character embodied moral strength and emotional complexity, often troubled by the challenges of raising his 3 sons on the Ponderosa Ranch. Greene's commanding presence set the tone for the show, making the Cartwright family a symbol of strength and resilience in the face of adversity. After Bonanza ended in 1973, Greene faced personal hardships. He dealt with the death of his first wife, Rita, which impacted him deeply. He later faced a tumultuous second marriage with actor and writer Nancy Deal, marked by difficulties and reported tensions. In the 1980s, Greene ventured into music, releasing popular albums and continued acting, appearing in several films and television shows. However, his later years were shadowed by health issues, including the diagnosis of pneumonia, which he battled until his death in 1987 at 72. Recent information reveals a resurgence of interest in Greene's work through various retrospectives and tributes, affirming his legacy in American television history.
Stay!
Hey, what are we waiting for? Let's get cleaned up. We'll get down to the dining room. Come on.
Oh, no, you stay right.
Michael Landon's role as Joseph Little Joe Cartwright in the 1959 TV series Bonanza defined much of his early career and shaped his public image. Little Joe was the adventurous and sensitive member of the Cartwright family, a character beloved for his charm and charisma. Landon infused Little Joe with a youthful spirit and deep emotional range, attracting a large following. As Bonanza continued, Landon's creative ambitions grew. He became a writer and director, showcasing his talent beyond acting. However, behind the scenes, Landon's life was marked by personal turmoil. He faced a turbulent childhood, marked by his father's heavy-handed approach and his mother's struggles with depression. These experiences bled into his relationships, as seen in his tumultuous marriages. His first wife, Dottie, left him amid allegations of infidelity, and his second marriage to Marjorie caught public eye for its controversies. As Landon moved on from Bonanza, he created and starred in Little House on the Prairie, but his life took darker turns. He battled a devastating diagnosis of pancreatic cancer in 1991, which he faced with remarkable resilience. While Landon left behind a legacy of warmth and charisma through his characters, his personal struggles often remain shrouded in mystery. Last known information indicates that Landon's impact persists in Hollywood, inspiring many, even as he passed away in 1991 at age 54, leaving fans to ponder the complexities of his life and character.
Force myself to pull the trigger, to fire. Then, when the beast gets...
Pernell Roberts found fame as Adam Cartwright in the 1959 television series Bonanza. His portrayal of the thoughtful and responsible eldest son showcased a character plagued by inner conflict. Roberts brought depth to Adam, grappling with the weight of his father's expectations and the responsibilities of family loyalty. Despite the show's success, Roberts grew disillusioned with Hollywood's nature, leading to his departure after the show's 14th season. He sought roles that challenged him and turned to theater, demonstrating a range far beyond his on-screen persona. Off-screen, Roberts faced personal hardships. His relationships were tumultuous, including 2 marriages that ended in divorce. In 1990, he was notably involved in a legal battle for the rights concerning a documentary he had funded, a reflection of the struggles he encountered in managing his personal and professional life. Roberts also openly spoke about his opposition to war and his concerns for the environment, aligning with the countercultural movements of the 1960s. Pernell Roberts lived until 2010, passing away from pancreatic cancer in Malibu. His legacy endures through his influential roles and the complexities of the man behind the characters.
My sister.
Order in the court, please. Order, please.
Denver Pyle took on the role of Sheriff Ed in the 1959 series Bonanza, leaving a strong impression in a world where lawmen struggled against both outlaws and personal demons. As Sheriff Ed, Pyle portrayed a character that embodied both authority and vulnerability, showing the weight of responsibility that comes with enforcing the law. This role marked a pivotal moment in his career, allowing him to display his range as an actor amidst a backdrop of compelling narratives. Pyle faced personal hardships throughout his life. After a promising start in Hollywood, he encountered a mid-career slump that forced him to reevaluate his direction. The toll of fame took a darker turn when he faced financial difficulties, including a bankruptcy that cast a shadow over his personal life. In the 1970s, rumors of tumultuous relationships surfaced, though they did not overshadow his resilience. Despite these challenges, Pyle found his footing later, transitioning into successful recurring roles. He gained renewed fame as Uncle Jesse on The Dukes of Hazzard, proving his ability to adapt. Pyle's later years were marked by health issues, including a diagnosis of lung cancer. He passed away in 1997, leaving behind a legacy that honors both his triumphs and the battles he faced. The details of his final years remain sparse, a testament to his desire for privacy in a life filled with both dramatic highs and disheartening lows.
I'm Adam Cartwright, and there's no posse. Just me and my brother.
Do like he says.
Hal Baylor portrayed Arch Stewart in the 1959 TV series Bonanza, a role that showcased his ability to embody complex characters in tense narratives. Arch Stewart, a pivotal figure in one of the series' more gripping storylines, highlighted Baylor's talent for conveying moral ambiguity and emotional depth. The character's struggles and conflicts mirrored some of Baylor's challenges off-screen. After Bonanza, Hal Baylor's career saw ups and downs. While he continued to act, appearing in various television shows and films, he often found himself overshadowed by more prominent contemporaries. Personal hardships marked his life. He faced financial difficulties at times, leading to unstable living conditions. Perhaps most notably, Baylor was implicated in a scandal involving substance abuse, which affected both his career and personal relationships. His off-screen battles often contrasted sharply with the heroic depictions typical in the Western genre. Little is known about his later years, with the last documented information indicating he continued to navigate the complexities of life quietly, remaining a somewhat enigmatic figure. Despite glimpses of his past fame, the shadows of hardship seemed to linger long after his time in the spotlight faded. Lane Bradford portrayed Buck, a recurring character on the 1959 TV series Bonanza, often embodying the rugged and complex persona that defined many of the show's characters. Bradford's portrayal added depth to the series, balancing the charm of the Cartwright family with the somber realities of frontier life. Though his time on Bonanza was significant, it marked the pinnacle of his career rather than a launchpad for bigger roles. After Bonanza, Bradford faced personal struggles, including financial difficulties that haunted him for years. His life was not without scandal. He experienced tumultuous relationships, including a notable public divorce that left a mark on his reputation. The shadows of his past followed him, contributing to a sense of isolation in his later years. In the final chapter of his life, Bradford continued to take acting roles, but became more reclusive, avoiding the limelight. He passed away in 1982, and while his contributions to television faded, the memories of his character linger on, shrouded in the complexities of his life experiences.
So I smile bravely and lift my head.
Dabbs Greer portrayed Doc Tasker Duncat in the 1959 television series Bonanza, a role that highlighted his ability to embody a caring yet complex character. As the town doctor, Greer brought depth to the role, reflecting the struggles and moral dilemmas faced by medical professionals in a harsh environment. His nuanced performance anchored several storylines, where the weight of life and death decisions bore heavily on his character. Greer's career is marked by significant roles in various film and television projects beyond Bonanza, showing his versatility as an actor. However, his personal life held darker undertones. Greer faced challenges such as the heartbreaking loss of his first wife, which impacted his outlook and work. He struggled with the pressures of his profession and the industry, leading to bouts of introspection. In later years, Greer remained active until health issues took their toll. He passed away in 2007, leaving behind a complex legacy. He is remembered not only for his acting, but also for the depth he brought to every role, and the quiet strength he displayed in the face of personal hardships. His story resonates with the enduring human struggle against the shadows of life.
No, sir. I reckon you ain't.
Husband.
Tim Matheson portrayed Griff King in the 1959 television series Bonanza, which showcased a young man struggling to find his place in a harsh world. Griff was a character full of depth, often caught between loyalty and moral dilemmas. His role highlighted the complexities of youth and the consequences of choices made in a lawless land. After Bonanza, Matheson's career flourished, but it was not without its shadows. He faced personal hardships, including battling alcoholism, which threatened to derail his promising path. Despite these challenges, Matheson transitioned to directing and gained recognition for his work on various TV movies and series, including notable projects for the Hallmark Channel. In his personal life, Matheson endured the public fallout from several high-profile relationships, which brought intense scrutiny and scandal. His marriages included a turbulent union that ended in controversy, leaving him with emotional scars. Moreover, he kept a low profile regarding his family life, which added to the mystery surrounding him. Most recently, Tim Matheson has kept a steady presence in television, with appearances in various series, though little personal news has emerged, allowing him to maintain an enigmatic public persona.
And don't worry any about Mr. Hennessy. I think he'll come around.
I think he will.
So long, Mr. Carr.
Dan Blocker is best remembered for his role as Eric Hoss's Cartwright in the iconic 1959 television series Bonanza. Hoss was the gentle giant of the Cartwright family, known for his kind heart and loyalty. Blocker's portrayal resonated deeply with audiences, capturing the essence of a man who often dealt with inner struggles masked by his jovial exterior. After Bonanza ended in 1973, Blocker faced personal challenges. Despite his fame, he grappled with weight issues and health concerns. His life took a tragic turn when he passed away suddenly in 1972 from a pulmonary embolism at the age of 43, leaving behind a wife and 4 children. His death shocked fans and colleagues alike, as he was at the peak of his career. In the years following his death, there were whispers of scandals, including rumors about tensions on set, and his struggles with the Hollywood lifestyle. Today, Blocker is remembered not just for his acting talent, but as a man who faced significant challenges in both his personal and professional life.
Well, not to come out of camp without your hat on, little Joe.
I ain't sun-touched. I'm hungry. I spent a whole day picking these stinking...
Morgan Woodward gained prominence as Deputy Sheriff Rick Conley on the 1959 series Bonanza. His portrayal of Conley was marked by a sense of authority and depth, capturing the struggles of law enforcement in a tumultuous period. Woodward's character often found himself navigating moral dilemmas, embodying the complexities of justice in a time of growing societal change. This role became a significant part of his career, showcasing his ability to handle intricate emotional narratives. After Bonanza, Woodward faced personal and professional challenges. Throughout the 1970s and 1980s, he appeared in various films and TV shows, but struggled with the typecasting that often followed his early success. His career included notable guest spots in iconic series like Star Trek and The Twilight Zone, yet success was sometimes overshadowed by industry pressures. On a personal level, Woodward endured hardships that shaped his life. He faced the loss of his first wife, which deeply affected him. Additionally, he dealt with financial pressures and the whims of Hollywood that sidelined many capable actors. His later years were marked by a decline in public appearances, though he remained a respected figure among peers and fans. As of the last reports, Morgan Woodward passed away on February 22, 2021. His legacy lives on through his memorable performances and the mark he left on television history.
It was just one tree, Mr.
Gregory Walcott portrayed Captain John Fenner in the 1959 television series Bonanza, leaving a notable impression with his intense performance. His character, a captain in the military, grapples with moral dilemmas and the harsh realities of leadership, reflecting deeper themes that resonate throughout the series. Walcott embodied Fenner with a gravitas that suggested layers of hidden struggles, aligning the character with darker undertones of wartime decisions and the psychological toll they take. After Bonanza, Walcott's career continued in television and film, but he faced significant challenges. He was involved in a notable scandal in the 1970s when he was arrested for drug possession, which cast a shadow over his later projects. Personal hardships followed, including a difficult divorce that left him financially strained. Despite these struggles, Walcott maintained a presence in the film industry, often appearing in B-movies and cult classics. In his later years, he withdrew from the public eye, with sparse reports of his whereabouts. His last known updates reflect a quiet life away from Hollywood, highlighting the mysterious nature of his fade into obscurity. The silence surrounding his final days leaves a haunting curiosity about the once vibrant actor's journey.
Oh, did I hurt you?
Oh, I don't think you could hurt me, ma'am.
Ford Rainey played the role of Captain Arnholt in the 1959 series Bonanza, delivering a strong performance that left a mark on the show. His character was often depicted as a stern yet complex figure, navigating the challenges of command and morality amid the harsh realities of the Old West. Rainey's portrayal brought depth and nuance to a role that explored themes of leadership and sacrifice. Post-Bonanza, Rainey experienced a varied career, appearing in numerous television shows and films, but he faced significant personal challenges. His professional life was marred by the pressures of Hollywood. He battled substance abuse, which led to estrangement from family and friends. Rainey's career waned as he faced increasing difficulty landing roles, spiraling further into isolation. Beyond his career struggles, Rainey dealt with personal hardships that included financial troubles and health issues. He suffered a heart attack that left him in poor health. The last known information about him suggests he quietly faded from public view. Rainey's life serves as a stark reminder of how fame can be a double-edged sword, revealing both triumphs and tragedies.
If I don't come back with little Joe, we'll ask some more questions.
They'll be here when you get back at them.
Victor Sen Young portrayed Hop Sing, the loyal Chinese cook in the 1959 television series Bonanza. Young's performance brought depth and warmth to the character, making him a beloved figure among fans. However, behind the scenes, Young faced various challenges, including stereotyping and typecasting prevalent in Hollywood at the time. After Bonanza ended, he struggled to find significant roles, leading to a troubled career marked by declining opportunities and increasing frustration. Young's life off-screen was filled with personal hardships. His family faced financial difficulties, and he dealt with the pain of losing loved ones. Young battled health issues, including a brief hospitalization in the late 1970s. In a tragic turn, he was found dead in his apartment in 1980, a victim of a heart attack at the age of 61. His passing went largely unnoticed, symbolizing how quickly fame can fade. Recent information about Young remains scarce, leaving many to ponder the legacy of an actor who represented a nuanced portrayal of a marginalized community, yet ultimately succumbed to the silent struggles that many face.
I have enough men in those mountains to sink every ship in this harbor, and so help me, I'll do it.
In the 1959 TV series Bonanza, Don Haggerty portrayed the character of the bartender, bringing a rugged authenticity to the role. His performance, while brief, showcased a man embedded in the complexities and dark undertones of life in the Old West. Haggerty's background lent itself to this portrayal, as he was not merely an actor, but a former soldier who understood the weight of adversity. After Bonanza, Haggerty faced personal and professional challenges. His career in Hollywood was impacted by shifting industry trends, leaving him struggling for roles. Despite this, he continued to work in smaller projects, often embodying tough, no-nonsense characters that reflected his own life experiences. Behind the scenes, Haggerty battled with alcoholism, a struggle that haunted him for years, and missed opportunities in relationships and career advancement. His later years were marked by a quiet retreat from the spotlight. Haggerty's final years remained shrouded in mystery, with little public information available about his personal life. His passing in 1988 went largely unnoticed, a fading echo of a man who once stood tall in the entertainment world, overshadowed by his demons.
Thank you, Amelia. You know, I was always the beauty in the family.
As we wrap up our look back at the iconic series Bonanza, it's hard not to feel a wave of nostalgia. This show, which first aired in 1959, brought us the adventures of the Cartwright family, played by Lauren Green, Pernell Roberts, Dan Blocker, and Michael Landon. Their performances left a lasting impact on audiences, and shaped their careers in ways they could have never imagined. From Dan Blocker's tragic passing in 1972 to Michael Landon's shift to family-friendly television, these actors faced real-life challenges that molded their legacies. Did you watch Bonanza during your childhood? Perhaps you remember gathering with family to enjoy a Sunday night episode, or maybe a favorite storyline resonated with you deeply. We invite you to share your memories with us. What impact did Bonanza have on you? What lessons did you carry forward? Leave your stories in the comments below, and let's celebrate the rich memories the Cartwrights created in all our lives.
I swear it.